Musicality.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, adults of all ages, 1216 brings to you the greatest podcast in the world. Starring your boy 12 over here, aka Master Roshi, and your boy 16, aka 16. We are the 1216 podcast.
Funny as hell.
Going crazy with
Man. Yeah, pretty good week for me. I was gonna say, shit. I just finished watching. I watch everything Saturday after I get off work. Finished watching everything. Much better week than last week. I will say that for sure. Much better week than last week. So,
even though you gave last week all 8.5s.
Yeah, listen. So for Blue Lock, you know how we start off Blue Lock, My Hero on One Piece for the week. So Blue Lock for me, I would just say straight off 10 out of 10 episode. So definitely way better than last week for me.
Bruh, the fact that Isagi stepped up his game, bro.
Bro, the way they showed this shit, like how he was kind of breaking it down, and everything, like, and then I got chills, bro. No cap, like I got chills, like him figuring, how do you put it, like figuring out the pieces that he needed to use to pull this shit off, but when you figured out how to put the sneaking into the blind spot and using your eyes and all that kind of, because we never played soccer, so we don't really. You know what I mean? So when they started kind of like breaking it down, I'm like, oh, okay. It's more nuance to the shit. You know what I mean? They're really just kicking the ball and everything. So I'm made.
So yours came on the back end. Yours came on the back end. Mine came from when he started breaking himself down. Cause I was like, as soon as it happened, I was like, he's breaking himself down and building himself back up.
Man.
I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on.
The puzzle pieces going down, and then the puzzle pieces of his like face and shit, and then breaking down and then building back. Yes. I really love the show, bro.
What did he say? You're the genius of adaptation.
Adaptability. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, figuring out what pieces you need to use to pull some shit off and whatnot, and he was able to do that shit in a blink. Because I mean, like, you knew they weren't gonna lose.
Exactly, it's the main character.
And you can't go any lower, so they had to win. But when Buddy asked when he was finna do that direct shot, I was like, oh shit, okay. And he damn near hit the bitch, but he hit the pole. So he basically playing like he wasn't able to fully break down and rebuild himself up into something new.
Because he don't like change. He don't like change.
Man, no, I definitely felt bad for him though, because he was, when they showed his backstory, how he really doing it for his family and all that kind of stuff.
Bro, they family deep as hell.
Bro, hey man, yeah, because they got
a Tanjiro family,
4 or 5, like 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah, it's 5 kids lost their parents.
Except they lost the parents, instead of losing the kids and everything, just being 2 left.
Fuck it, it's the opposite, a little bit different with it, but
a little bit different, but kind of similar.
Yeah, I definitely see that big ass Tanjiro, bro. The part when Isagi's eyes turned orange to match the dudes who was still in,
and then they turned green,
and then it turned back to his regular one. I was like, yo, they snapped.
Stole the move, the move.
What I said about
King. What did he say? It's not just enough to mimic it or whatever. He said, kind of copy it. He said, I have to fucking do the shit. You know what I mean? And that's what Buddy said. He was like, I tried to mimic your direct shot, but I wasn't able to fucking pull it off. You devoured my shit. Yeah. You devoured my move. I'm down, bro. Yeah, he like that, dog. He gonna be there by the time, you know what I mean? He gonna be rivaling Buddy, and it's kind of funny how we talked about that last week, and then during the week we saw this shit on fucking Crunchyroll, how they shared it.
Exactly.
With the 2 of them next to each other. I was like, hey, we definitely talked about this shit.
Hey, look, y'all hit things hit first. You hit shit hit first before it comes out.
We talked about that shit. Yes, sir.
Even though the manga is out, but you still hit shit here first. You hear it first.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, we ain't read the shit. So, the speculation we got is just based on what we seen. So, hey, we calling it, dog. We calling it.
Hey, my boy King, what happened? What happened?
Man.
When they took that L, who came to the team?
Man, yeah. He was right.
Big King, right. Big Stepper. He a dog, bro.
Yeah, bro. And then the little shit at the end where
with Chiggery?
No, not even that. They were fighting over the bed and shit.
Yeah, that was dope. But Chiggery though, that team, and they got Ryu now from what was it? Rayo from fucking
nigga with the purple hair.
Yeah, Nagi's old master, the dude who got Nagi into soccer. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. They got
the motherfuckers left us. Fuck them niggas. Mm-hmm.
That's a nice team, bro. That's
a
nice team. I just
wonder how it's all going, play all the way out to who makes it all the way to the end and whatnot. You know what I mean? Going up and down and up and down and up because the final is a 5-on-5, I believe, right?
I thought it would be 11-on-11. You got to build your team all the way up to with it, but it might be.
I thought it was 5-on-5.
It might be 5-on-5. I'm sitting looking at
because they was at the 3-on-3 stage and then they went up and it was like if you go down to 2-on-2, you get kicked
eliminated from that one.
Yeah.
But I thought you keep building up, but it probably does stop at 5-on-5.
Yeah.
They had
doing a full courts. You know what I mean? It's only certain side. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that 5-on-5 is gonna come down to it as 10 of y'all.
I want to know who's gonna be on who team.
Who's gonna be on who team, of course. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure all 10 are gonna make it to that next push. We're not gonna sit here and do blue lies. You're the best striker. Y'all are now Team Japan, and then they bring on like one person from that low level team that's right underneath them, the best player from that team. I can see that shit happening, bro.
Man, we'll see.
That'd be dope as hell.
We'll definitely see.
Definitely a 10, 9 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna only push it back to a 9. Only because I wanted to see more of King. I'm growing like it to this nigga, bro. This nigga a dog, bro. I want to see more of you now. Like you,
I was gonna say we'll definitely see more going forward since he on their team. Yeah,
bro. He stepped off. He said 27 yards. Let's go 28 yards. Let's go 29 yards.
Man,
I don't know. Let's go 50 this shit. Fuck it.
From the other goal,
bro. From the other side. Other side.
Bro, now for me, when I was halfway through the episode, this shit 10 out of 10. And then I finished it up. I kind of got a little confused when they started showing the little family after they came back from the commercial. But then I was like, oh, it's Buddy Ass and his fam. So they're giving us a little bit of his backstory. That almost took me out of it. But then when I understood what it was, I was like, oh, okay, this is why we right here. Because, he going back and forth. Right. So he finna get his ass kicked out. They just want to show you, like, what he's fighting for. Like, okay, I can appreciate it. Funny as hell, I can appreciate that. That was pretty good. So, yeah. And then now they finished it up with still the soccer match and everything. So, 10 out of 10 for me.
It was amazing. It's a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 only because I want to see more of King and I get to see more going forward. And also because I couldn't see, we had the flashback with, Chigiri's team and how he was picking his members and they picked Isagi left us, and now we can get somebody who can rival them. I can't wait. Next episode is definitely 10 out of 10 off back. I don't care what anybody says. It's 10 out of 10. If it's not next week 10 out of 10, I'll drop and give you 20 on live on stream. If it's not 10 out of 10 next week, you heard it here first. 12 is dropping and give you 20 on stream.
I'm dead.
I'll make it interesting for y'all. Otherwise known as the 19 out of 20. Technically 20 out of 20 for the 1216 podcast, because we coming. We got to make sure we got these rights, man. Gotta have them right.
Yeah. No, good week of Blue Lock. Can't wait to see what's coming next, man. I'm really I get excited for Saturdays to for this whole kind of anime rundown.
All three.
It's great. It really is great.
Even though some days I miss One Piece, but I know what's going on, so then I'll watch it after we done streaming.
I get what you mean.
But like you were saying, going to the next one. I hated this week's episode. How do you name it Todoroki Family Part 2 and you don't do Todoroki Family Part 2?
I was gonna listen, yeah. So obviously we talking about My Hero now. I was kind of gonna get into that as well. So that kind of like my whole expectations for the episode were kind of twisted when the first part of the episode picked up with Hawks. So I wasn't disappointed learning about his backstory because I really do like Hawks as a character. He's a really cool character.
A1.
Yeah, so getting to know like his parents and his whole situation that led to him actually being like picked by the Hero Coalition and everything, like that shit was kind of like, damn, I feel sorry for his ass, bro. Like that, to live in that kind of situation, his dad being a criminal and all that, and his mom, not even really wanting to have him. You know what I mean? It was just based on the circumstance with them being kind of shacked up and everything.
Yeah.
On the run from the law. So,
you see what the father said? The father said, why do we even have you looking over at him as he walked off? And it's like, man, but that's like I can't experience that. Yeah. How do you come back from that shit?
Yeah,
which is good.
But to see him like he said, what do you say? They kind of lost their minds and whatnot, but for him to try and find something to hold on to get him through, and he was able to do that, with the doll, and then he find out,
Endeavor saved
the reason he got not even that, but the reason he got the doll was fucking because the All Might one was too expensive, so he had to get that one. So
we gonna settle for this. You gonna settle for this one?
yeah. But like you said, he also kind of saved Endeavor. Also kind of saved him in a way because his dad had kind of, what did he do? He ran away and he stole a car, and Endeavor caught him. Yeah, caught him, and that basically like ended them having to kind of live essentially in poverty or whatnot. Because what did Hawks do? He basically like talked to, I'm guessing, like the police or something like that.
So when he walked up to his mom, get picked up, he had said, I want to get the cops involved. And then we walked to his mom as well. So his dad ended up getting caught from that shit, from a tip off. Because his dad was asking, oh, why did you... I hated that part, the way he was speaking. Judge. It added the A to it, the country slang. Kept adding into it. It was like, yeah, why did you go out there? Who you talked to? Who you did this with? What happened with this? This is a little rundown. So, of course, tip-off cops get you out of here. But then the thing with his mom, I noticed that he lost all connection with both his parents at a really young age and just didn't care about them at all. Like, sure, Mom, you gave me this Endeavor doll, but why don't we just go to the police? Why don't we turn ourselves in? Like, basically, not saying turn ourselves in, but basically, why don't we go to the police for help? And then, boom, that's when like you said earlier, the Hero Agency came up there and slapped him aside put him aside the things. And at the end of the episode, we got to see that he literally had no attachment to her at all. She was just there.
He's free now. Yeah, he's free now.
She left. What was her quirk? Because I kept seeing the ass fly around, but they never stated what her quirk was.
No idea.
Like, that was weird as hell. Like, I'm like, do you guys just have 4 eyes? You can like have no blind spot. Like, what is your quirk?
No idea. No clue.
But the dopest thing to me, again, this is Todoroki Family Part 2. Dopest thing to me was seeing Hawks the walk back from the city back to the shack. We got to see like a little breakdown of it and how he was saving people with his fierce wings. He saved the people from the burning cars and stuff like that. Like, that was sick right there. Like, that's the moment you knew you want to be a hero, of course, but
he had the potential to actually do that shit.
Exactly.
He could really do it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, he cold with the shit, so I appreciated it, but I wish they wouldn't have like named it what they named it. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of, and it's all so they do get into part of the Todoroki shit. So this is, the second half of the episode. The first half was all about Hawks and his backstory and everything,
and also Best Genius,
talking with Genius and how people are like, the faith in the hero society and all that is clearly starting to crumble, as you can see when they're out in like the public and everything, and they kind of show, some of the smiling faces, but they show the faces with like disapproval and essentially kind of cast a shadow while I'm standing next to them.
What did it say? I am not here, but an All Might statue,
bro. Dog, I felt that
I know that shit
not
hurt.
Even like he can't do it. You know what I mean? He can't. You know what I mean? He gave y'all everything he could to the point where, like, you know, the hole in his stomach fucking shortened life expectancy and all that. Like he did everything for y'all. You know what I mean? But in the sense of the way the public looks at it, he never failed.
He just walked away.
That makes sense. Yeah, he never failed. He just had to retire. But for Endeavor and his whole situation, it looks like he's failed. You know what I mean? Basically, like nothing like this
has ever happened when we had the original
All Might's watch. Exactly, and that's exactly what I was saying when I was watching. Like none of this happened under All Might's watch, so you can understand why people are like kind of wary and whatnot about, you know, how the, like they said, the cracks in the Hero Society are starting to appear. It all started with the fall of All Might, essentially. And
then we got to also see old boy who we looked at that Uraka looked at and he said, why do I want to be a hero still? We see him as a retired. He was one of the people inside the crowd.
Who retired.
So all of them retired. The number 9 retired. All of them retired. And then
that's what kicked that shit off. Number 9 retiring, and then everybody else is like, if a top 10 hero is going, you know, retire, then shit.
And Becca retired.
You know what I mean? Who are we to go out here and fight whatnot if a top 10 guy is gone? So.
Oh, we had to see Stain. We saw Stain as well in the first half.
I knew that was him. I touched last week. I knew that was him. Yes, sir. Caught that shit.
I get a tell. So far, we 1-1 so far. We 1-1 so far.
Yep. With Bond ass. Yep. No, that fucking when he had the sword and shit in the room. That's his ass. It was definitely him from last week. I wasn't sure.
That shit was dope.
They did that shit on purpose. Yeah. And it basically goes back to what Stain was saying, like, his whole ideology of you know, fake heroes and all that kind of stuff. Like the only person I will let kill me is All Might because he's a true hero, as opposed to all of these people. When the tough gets going, these motherfuckers quit. Like,
and we see right now,
real heroes. They're not real heroes. What Stain was saying, so that even leads. That'll probably lead even more since he's back out. Like I said, I couldn't see them just getting rid of him that easily. It's gonna lead to more people flocking to him under his cause and whatnot. Like.
And then
shit probably gonna get wild, man. You know, I haven't read. I have no clue, but
so then we'll have crazy. You will have the humans, the humans, the civilians, the civilians, the heroes, the villains, the Liberation Army, which they call a lot of them, but not all of them. The League of Villains, and then Stain. So there'll be 6 factors out there. The people who follow them. So yeah, this is gonna get real good. And of course, we got to see them weak ass heroes. I mean, the weak ass villains that we seen earlier get put back in jail that we seen from far long ago. Best Genius is driving around in the Batmobile, y'all. Hands down, bro.
That shit was crazy as hell, bro.
I'm like,
fucking pushing all the buttons and having this shit come out and spinning around. I was hell no. Y'all ripped that shit off,
bro. Like shit. Even the design is the same thing, bro. Hey, I need one of those now. Best Genius driving good.
Facts. The best Genius look, yeah. But the best part for me, I guess, in the whole episode was kind of it's the saddest part essentially, but seeing like Endeavor, you know, and him kind of break down and how he was basically like everything that he's done in his past, like he knew he had done wrong. We had seen he had like acknowledged that and he was trying to make up for it and everything. But after the whole Toya incident, you know, Toya Dabi incident and fucking everything that's going on with you know, the fallout from basically everything we've seen is like he's like, oh shit, he it's hitting him now. You know what I mean? Like just I can't see him bust out in tears and all that shit. Like
I can't beat my own. I can't beat my own kid. I can't fight my son. What am I going to do?
I can't be the number one hero. And then fucking you see the kids and then fucking shut the door.
Shota was like,
that shit was funny as hell. Shut the fucking door and then they open this shit again. And then you know, they ended up coming in and talking and whatnot. But the best part, fucking seeing his mom finally, you know. Hey, seeing her basically be like, hey, fucking pull your shit together, man. Like, we've been through our shit. We finna sit here and we finna talk all this shit out so we can move forward. So next week's episode is when we really gonna get into their family and all that shit with what happened to Dobby and why he is. I can't wait to see.
What did I say last week, bro? I'm thinking that the mom is the reason why Dobby is alive and like the past he went.
Hey, listen, we gonna see, man. I'm excited to see.
It's gonna be nice.
I'm excited to see. Yeah.
I really want to. This was definitely an easy 10 out of 10 information episode for me. Like I love this. I love the digestion that they gave us. They gave us a lot of stuff in a short amount of time, but it was worth it.
It was the only thing was the title of the fucking episode.
Exactly.
They shouldn't have titled it that, but it was great. 10 out of 10.
Did you peep that at the end of it?
That's the only thing that kind of threw it off. Was like, bro, this
how dare y'all? How dare y'all call this that? And at the end of it, when they all came in, it popped up in quotations. Todoroki Family Part 2.
At the bottom, like, no, bro.
What was the point of that?
No. That's how you should have damn near started the episode almost, bro. Y'all bullshit.
Bro, if they would have started off with that and then went into Hawks, I'd have been fine with that. But y'all ended it with a 5-minute segment of Todoroki Family Part 2.
Yeah, no.
Is that Part 2.5? And then Part 1.5, we can get actual Part 2 next week?
Or something, bro. Because that wasn't right. Yeah, I shouldn't have titled it that.
They knew what they did.
Great episode, but you shouldn't have titled it that for sure. That's exactly how I felt watching it. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Hawks, what? I thought this was about the Todoroki family. The hellish Todoroki family, Part 2. And then at the end, like you said, they put that shit at the bottom of the screen. And bro, no.
Gotcha, bitch.
You mean next week? No, but I can't wait to see next week's episode for sure because it's gonna fill in, like we said, it's gonna fill in basically what all happened. So we finally get to see the full truth of everything, all cards out on the table, what exactly went down from both sides, and all the pieces put together. So we see why we're here, and then like they said, what is it? Say in the preview, kind of build from there, you know what I mean? Kind of rebuild our family and move on from the trauma and all that kind of stuff in the past, you know?
Yeah, because that's just fucked up, bro. That family is completely
they going for a lot.
And Nezuko, I mean not Nezuko, Natsu and the sister. I want to see if they're going to actually come into their hero stages and like actually step up and do something. You have these powers. Are you going to help the family fight since your pops can't fight? And Natsu, we seen like a change in Natsu before. I said it when we were talking about our breakdown of My Hero a few episodes back. That Natsu, which is the oldest brother right now so far other than Toya, you have to do something. You had a little change. Your father had a change in his heart. You had like a small, minute change, and we was going through the whole backstory for the Todoroki family. So are you gonna fight? Is the sister gonna fight? Is the mother gonna fight? Are y'all all gonna fight together to stop Dobby with ice powers, and then the flame powers come in from Shoto and fucking from Shoto and Endeavor? Like how does it gonna work out? What are y'all gonna do right now to actually step y'all game up and help fucking stop Dobby, who, in my opinion, is the third most dangerous man in the world right now? Like as a villain? Because I'm of course One for All, and then the fuck is his name? Shigaraki. One for All, Shigaraki, and then Dobby. Because overhaul, you still have no arms, so I'm not worried about you.
Yeah, he can use his quirk.
Yeah, so this shit's gonna be. I want to see what's gonna actually happen. I can't wait to. I want to start back picking up the read again for this shit. But the week to week is so much more suspenseful.
Man, yeah. Facts. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. And as long as you don't see no shit online, good.
Which I haven't been, which is a good thing. The only thing I see online is One Piece shit.
For me as well. And I avoid that shit at all costs.
But that's a good segue. Again, 20 out of 20 for a 12/16 review. Sure. Good episode. But it's a good segue to get us into.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I peeped it last when we was talking about My Hero. While you put, I was like, hell no, he got our ass there at the end of playing through too. Hell no, that shit funny as hell. But yeah, for me, just get off to a 10 out of 10 episode. Like I said, much better week for me compared to last week's episode. Like I said last week, I could not wait to see, even with backstories and all that kind of stuff, especially with the crew. I really like seeing backstories about the crew because I already know Yamato is going to, be with them and whatnot. But it was interesting to see how basically the samurai who followed Odin, when she got put in the fucking, put in the cell and whatnot, how they heard what she said.
No. They didn't follow him. They were all daimyos like him. They were all the masters of the different areas,
different regions and shit. Different regions, but they had respect for him and whatnot.
Because we see
they were fucking trying to fight and all that kind of stuff. Because we
see Shimosuke up there. Shimosuke never followed him. Shimosuke was always equal to Odin. He peaked him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But basically she was what was it? They seen how she was like
Odin follower.
I'm Odin basically, and how the ideals and all that kind of stuff, kind of how she felt about that, and they basically kind of explained. I wouldn't say explain, but they did because when they fucking ended up reading a book and all that kind of stuff.
But that's just them teaching her because they didn't know the stuff either. They never read the book either.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was the first for them as well. So kind of seeing all the stuff that went on with Roger and all that, and kind of the flashbacks and everything. But it was basically like, how do I explain it? Fucking the shit we seen with Ace. That scene makes so much more sense now. That flashback we seen back then, where fucking Ace came to the island and all that.
He punched the big ass statue of Kaido.
He was sharing his dream, the shit about Luffy and all that kind of. Because it was crazy because I just watched it. I was watching that scene on YouTube beforehand. But to see that, it just made it make more sense for why she is the way she is and everything, and seeing her go up against Kaido at the end just.
Oh man, the animation was fucking amazing.
Man,
the animation was sick as fuck, dude.
Man.
I looked at the animation like, wait a minute, hold on.
His face was looking at shit like, it was a really good episode.
It was a funny start to the episode as well.
Yeah, bro, with her ass fucking up all them people and shit.
No.
Shit with Luffy, yeah, fucking bro, like
that nigga said, "Wait, I'm still scared. I'm still scared to be
scared of ice." Yeah, bro, I'm hell no, you fucking. But I'm like, it made sense why Shinobu kept talking about like he's older appearance only. He's still in the head, like he's still a kid. So. Man, yeah. So him not being able to, and then we see in the preview next week he's struggling to figure out how to fly and all that shit to get him up there. But yeah, man, it was a good episode.
Bro,
really
that shit actually had me like, this is One Piece. We gotta have a comical shit aside.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was really good.
We got to, like you said, we got to see Yamato, her overwhelming strength. She's beating up grown ass men. At 8 years old.
Yeah, when she did the fucking Conqueror's Haki.
Bro.
Like,
the Supreme King
Conqueror Haki. Bro. Hell no, she didn't just fucking. Because when the shit went, the obviously how it looks, fucking black and white with the red and shit.
You knew it.
Is she really just as a kid, bro?
But Ace did too. Ace did as a kid as well. Remember when Ace was a kid and he was held up? He unleashed his Conqueror's Haki.
Nah, I definitely don't remember that shit.
Oh yeah, that's you don't go. I forgot you don't go back that far.
I definitely have to go back and watch that shit. Yeah. But no, fucking seeing her pull that shit off as a kid, like bro, that shit. Oh man, man. And motherfucker just started falling. Like, what did she do? She didn't touch him. Yeah, she got that shit. Fuck you talking about? She put y'all niggas out. Hell yeah.
That took me back when I first seen that. I went back immediately to thinking about Marineford, and just when Luffy used it for the first time.
motherfucker. Stop. I said, stop it. Fuck you talking about? Leave that nigga alone. And then everybody just fucking
start collapsing and shit everywhere.
Oh man.
And then he got the hang of the shit on Fishman Island. Took out half of them. Took out half. I was like, oh.
Yeah, man. The fucking crew gonna be strong as shit, dog.
Bruh. Oh, this episode was
the king of the pirates, man.
This episode was fucking. Oh man, this episode was outstanding. Like,
I feel like it's really. They put it in a good spot because it's gonna help. I haven't read, but I feel like just them putting it there with Luffy getting ready to go back up to the roof and them still fighting up there. They put it in a really good spot. So when we get up there, I feel like it's just gonna be what's going on. We don't really got to go back and do no
backstory, any plot.
Explain nothing because you just explain the shit with Yamato unless you're gonna do some shit with Kaido. That I don't know about seeing him like when he was younger or whatnot, because they got we got to see him. I think that may have been the first time, or at least that's the first I can remember, like seeing him actually younger and whatnot, going around in flashbacks with a younger Yamato, obviously. So we'll see, man. But I don't think we get anything else with Luffy other than
because we got the whole
starts to transform and shit. So we get that
3 minutes. The 3-minute stoppage from us having it in the past episodes did good with it because, like you said, there's no point for us to go back and see who the hell is this pink dragon? Why is he flying to the air? They did a great job building this up from pre-episodes coming to it.
Bro, that's what I was saying. So when we get there shouldn't really be anything that we need to get into. That's just off the top of my head that I can think of, just based off predictions or whatnot, obviously. But I don't think there'd be anything because we got Yamato stuff. We know about Luffy. We know about Momo. The only thing I can see with Luffy is when he finally does do Gear 5, we get something with that maybe. And then maybe some stuff with Kaido just when he was younger or something. I don't know.
Damn, why you only focus up on that roof piece?
Yeah, because
everybody else still fighting. We still got Sanji fighting. We still got Zoro fighting. We still got Zoro fighting.
Like y'all know. Don't get me wrong. I care about the other shit too, but that's the shit I'm trying to get back to, man.
No, but I definitely get that though. It's gonna be fun.
All my top fights are all fucking his shit, so you already know how I feel about that shit.
Hey man, I went back and watched. I watch it a lot. Water 7, with the Luffy versus Usopp shit. Like man, and then even when Rob popped through, and I was like, I kind of want to watch this again.
Yeah, that's when I went back and watched it.
That fight gets better and better. Like that scene gets better and better every time I watch it.
Yeah, that's what got me rewatching all that shit again. Going back, Water 7, and went back to
that's fucked up.
Watch that shit.
It took a nigga with a plaque to come on and tell you to go back and watch some shit, and I've been saying this for the longest.
No, I didn't even watch fucking. I didn't even watch fucking Scott P. I watched this shit afterwards. So
yeah,
I watched it though.
Yeah, y'all say he treat me. Y'all say he treat me, y'all. That's
funny as hell.
But yes, and if you guys did not check out the previous video, of course, we just did with our little interview from our winner. Please go check that out because she was amazing to have on. I loved having on Jazz. She came on, talked to her stuff, even though she's not caught up. Previous episode, go check out the last video. I'll probably link it at the end of this.
And she was just okay. No, now why she gonna see the shit and fucking what you say? Fucking y'all will get that shit if y'all seen the last video with the fucking clips and the shit. Y'all will get it. But yeah,
fucking amazing.
She was great. No, it was great having her on. We had a great time. Fucking make sure y'all check that out for sure.
And if you ever want to get on or come on to talk about some stuff with us, we're always open. We're for the people. The people is for us. It's kind of like having all for one and one for all, and that's who we are with you guys. Hop on, shoot us a DM on Instagram or on Twitter. We would love to have you guys on. Stay tuned. In about 3 more episodes, we got something very special for you guys. So, 16. You know what to say?
I don't, but I guess I'm just going ahead and close out the show. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another 1216 podcast. No, I knew that's what he meant. That's why his ass started laughing like that. I mean, that's what his ass meant. No, we definitely appreciate you all for tuning in to another 1216 podcast, man. Like we said in the video with Jazz, the winter video, we definitely appreciate you all for tuning in to everything we do. Like we said, if we was rich, we give everything to all of you all, but obviously we can't. So just want to say thank you all again for the support. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see all the other content that we do on the channel, trailer reactions, comedy reactions, obviously more than
our live streams,
podcast. Hey, yeah, something that just got added, live streams with 12 playing One Piece Odyssey recently. If you want to get notified every time we drop something new, hit that notification bell, and we will
see you next
time. Next time. Man, we out there.
Do.